All right, how are we doing? Welcome in. It is the Bearcat Journal Nightcap right here, brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken on BearcatJournal.com. I'm Chad Brendel. Excuse me if I'm a little bit overwhelmed right now. No, we want to leave that up. We want to take that down. We want to get to the banners. Where's Aaron, you might ask? I don't know. Aaron called me on his way home after the Bengals game. He said, we're going to do a nightcap. I said, yeah, I'm at my best friend's house. We'll do a nightcap as soon as I get home. I sent him a text maybe 30 minutes later, said on my way. I think Aaron's passed out. I think Aaron enjoyed the first Bengals playoff win since he was a toddler a little too much. So I'm going to fly solo here. I don't have a ton. I will say it's crazy that this is where we're at, but an awesome night for the city to see the Bengals get that playoff victory monkey finally off their back. They are no longer the team with the longest playoff victory drought in the NFL. And overall, just a great night for the city. And what a great year for football in Cincinnati with the Bearcats going to the college football playoff and the Bengals getting the monkey off their back with a playoff win at home over the Raiders. Moeegger pinned his first tome for BearcatJournal.com. So if you are not a member of the bank or not a member of Bearcat Journal, I made it free. Go to the banks, go to the front page. It's right there. You can get Mo's thoughts on seeing the Bengals win a playoff game for the first time in ages. I was tonight for the game today, went over to my best friend's house, as a lot of you know, or some of you know. His mom passed away last Thursday. The funeral and service was on Monday, so spent some time with my best friend and his family on Monday, and then he's like, I think I'm going to have some people over for the Bengals game. We went back over, hung out with them again. It's been a while. Unfortunately, we have one of those friendships, and I'm just going to ramble here for a few minutes. I hope you'll indulge me. This is my show, so it's a little bit of insight to me, and kind of the things that we've gone through from our end of things over the past couple of years. As a lot of us, I'm sure, we're guys. This is how this works. I hadn't seen or talked to we talked obviously. Haven't seen in person my best friend since before the pandemic started. And then his wife, who is a great friend of ours, works in respiratory healthcare. So she has been on the front lines, and there's obviously been a concern on both sides of, what with Kelly being as compromised as she has been. So we haven't really had a chance to hang out. And fortunately, unfortunately, but fortunately, as they've been going through all this, she has been in between contracts. So she hasn't been dealing with COVID every day. So it was, pretty safe to get our families together back again, and got to see a Bengals win. I think he was in 7th grade. I was in 8th grade. We've been best friends since literally birth. His mom used to babysit us when he was an infant. Our families have a long history. They go way back. So getting to experience this with him and his family and his 2 daughters, and his wife and their crew, just awesome. And spend as much time with your loved ones as possible. Best advice I can give you, especially in times like that when it's happy. There was a little concern as we were going to the wire. Would it be happy or would it be sad? Oh boy. but it happened. We got to see the win together. We watched the last one together when we were in 7th and 8th grade, 1991. Got to see this one together tonight. Really cool stuff. On the UC front, Galactic Fried Chicken. Download the app, galacticfriedchicken.com. I want to say on that, thank you guys. Like, you guys have been great, amazing at hitting up Galactic Fried Chicken. Now, I know a big part of that. Look, the biggest reason why you guys are hitting up Galactic Fried Chicken is because the chicken is awesome. Whether it's the fried chicken, whether it's the chicken tenders, the sides, everything there is outstanding. So that speaks for itself. I have told you guys, if I'm going to bring businesses into the Bearcat Journal community, they're going to be great. And Galactic Fried Chicken is great. But I want to thank you guys for finding your way down there. And I had a couple, we've talked about, I had a couple people stop me at the Cotton Bowl. And thanks for the chicken place. Thank you for sending us to Galactic. That place is the shit. And I'm like, yep, that's what we do. So keep getting down there. Dayton, Kentucky, or galacticfriedchicken.com. Get the app and get your Galactic fix, man. The stuff is phenomenal. On the UC front, I know there's a lot of angst about what's going on with the coaching staff. What I can say right now, and it's not much yet, but I think the picture is starting to come together and become a lot more clear. I think things are going in a very positive direction from what I'm hearing behind the scenes. As soon as the instant I can put names on the board, I will put names on the board and we'll talk about them. But look, Cincinnati, I think it comes down to this, and I think this is something that I think people need to have a little bit better of a grasp on in the big scheme of things. Well, why are places like Notre Dame's coaching searches are so out in the open, and Alabama and a lot of places, when they're looking for assistants, those searches are really out public or a matter of, public message board conversation, whatnot, what have you. Cincinnati doesn't have a budget to hire their staff to be able to get into bidding wars and to be able to just we're taking your guy or we're coming for this. This is what we're going to do. So a lot of times stuff has to play out behind the scenes, and it's playing out behind the scenes. And based on my ability to track what's going on, things are going very well. And hopefully in the very near future, we'll be able to start sharing a little bit more in terms of big picture, what's happening and where things are going. Trust me, I'd give you guys all the information tonight, if I could. But it's just not how the process works for somewhere like Cincinnati that's in the middle of the pack, and they're fighting for guys that a lot of other people are fighting for. And sometimes it's better to not make that play out in the public. So we're in that spot every year when this happens. It's been like this forever. Tim Adams has posted on the board a couple times how hard being in our position is, dealing with openings on the coaching staff. So trust us. We got you. We got you. When there's more to talk about, we'll talk about it. Today, I guess, as this will be posted, Bearcats, Wichita State, 1:00 in the Roundhouse. Big game for the Bearcats. There's no such thing as a must-win in January, but they won game one of a 5-game stretch that's really going to kind of define where they're positioned heading into February in terms of, are they ahead of the curve? Are they behind the curve? A win tomorrow will keep them well ahead of the curve, I think. Maybe not well ahead, but at least ahead of the curve if you can get a win at the Roundhouse. Wichita State obviously lost to Tulane on Wednesday at home. So that's going to be a hungry Tulane team with a lot of talent. For me, I've felt like they are the team that probably should be the second best team in the league, given the inconsistency of Memphis. Of course, Memphis plays like crap 2 days after, or 2 games in a row after the way that they played against Cincinnati last Sunday. Figures. But this is a big one, and they're going to have to figure out a way to shut down Dexter Dennis, Tyson Etienne, another solid squad from Wichita State. Talent-wise, this does not look like the same Wichita State team we saw last year in terms of their toughness and their ability to finish out games. So, an opportunity for a big road scalp. We'll see how it goes. Brent Young has the preview up on the Jucker Court message board. So make sure you go check that out. A lot of good intel in there on Wichita State and the scouting report and what you can expect to see from them. So give that a look. And I think that's going to wrap it up. Big night in the Queen City. I know most of you're not going to watch this tonight. You're going to watch it tomorrow when you wake up, waiting for the game to start. Maybe a little hair of the dog. You have to get back after it because a lot of people celebrated in the city of Cincinnati tonight, including Aaron. I hope he sleeps it off well. No chance we give him crap tomorrow night on this, right? We'll just let it slide. We won't mention it. That he hit me up and said, "Hey, let me know when we're going to record." And then when I did, he was out. Sawing logs. Snoring, sawing logs. I almost mixed those 2 words up, but it is what it is. We'll see you next time. It's the Galactic Fried Chicken Nightcap right here on BearcatJournal.com.